Here we go. Aaron Hillsburg Devils versus the Guelph Gryphons. We got McDonald stepping in to take the face-off. There's that back. Puck settles down at center ice. Martin gets it to Parlow down the right side. Gryphons send it around the far wing. Held there by Martin. He'll kick it into the corner. Pick it up. Left it there from Parlow. Intercepted. McDonald with the shot. Pad saved by the Guelph goaltender. They'll clear it up to center ice. Paquette shifts that to the far wing for Parlow and over the blue line. Parlow to the corner. Backhand behind the net to the near wing. McDonald. Parlow in the near corner. Gryphons send it to the far wing to the blue line and out. Martin. He'll pick that up back in his own end. Long lead pass from McDonald in over the blue line. Hits the brakes. Gets a bit of space. Gryphons chip it off of him. Pass intercepted. Marcinko in over the blue line. Held there by the Devils. Bouncing puck. Finally clears to center ice. Smith gets it to Marlborough. He'll send it in. Onside of center for icing. .8:47 to go in the first period. Face off to the left of Ellsworth. Marcinko steps in to take it. He wins it forward, shovel to the blue line, not out. Shot attempt, blocked in front by Hinneman, up to Smith on the right side. He gets the blue line and drives it into the near corner. Smith bumped along the boards. Marcinko steps in. Smith kicks it behind the net, takes it out the far wing, pass to the point with a shot. That missed just wide. Rebound comes to the near point. Hinneman off the boards to the corner. Played up the wing. Back to Hinneman. He lets the shot go. Tipped in front. Smith with the backhand. He scores. Devils goal scored by number 72, Matt Smith. Assisted by number 17, William Hindeman. .8:14 to play in the first period. McDonald steps in to take the face-off. Bouncing puck. McDonald gets that to Schleier down the left side. He'll lift it in over the blue line to the far corner. Schleier pressing. Keeps it in deep behind the net. Gryphons pick it up. Kick to the half boards. Barth kept it in. Gryphons around the far wing to the blue line and out. Barth to Topner. Up to McDonald, just hopped over his stick. Gryphons off the glass to the blue line. Sorry, they'll get it out. On the left wing, Topner clears the zone. Gryphons bring it right back in. Puck goes to the near corner. Topner behind the net to pick it up. He'll skate it to the far wing. Held there. Gryphons come up with it. Behind the goal line. McDonald hits his man. Gryphons out front. Picked off by Schleier. He'll throw it off the boards to center ice. Gryphons back in their own end. Barth pressuring. Gryphons get there first. They'll send it around the near wing. Schleier kept it in for a second. Gryphons at their blue line. Long stretch pass. Paquette almost picked that one off. Loose puck. Paquette keeps it from going into Devil zone. Gryphons off the boards with it. Shot blocked in front. Finally get a shot on net. Ellsworth with the save. Gryphons into the far corner. Off the boards by the Devils. Gryphons bring it in offside. Paquette. Lead pass intended for Schleier, picked off by the Gryphons. They'll bring it back down their left side. Parlow. For the far wing, Martin gets run over from behind, no call. Gryphons get the puck out front. Parlow picks it up. He'll clear the zone, send it across ice to the far wing. Icing waved off. Parlow along the half boards, kept it in. Gets it to the corner for McDonald. Donald, stick check. Back to Parlow in the corner. He'll walk out. Throwing out front. Donald couldn't get a stick on it. It was fluttering through the air. Donald, toe drag, gets hit from behind. Parlow, centering pass. The Devils strike again. Devils goal scored by number 18, Quinn Schleier. Assisted by number 23, Tyus Parlow. 5:49 to play in the first period. Marcinko steps in for the faceoff. One back by the Gryphons. They'll send it up the left side, in over the blue line, offside, or icing rather. Marcinko back into the faceoff. One back by the Gryphons to the near wing. Played to the blue line. Marlborough kept it in. Shot on target. Loose puck. Quick whistle, and Douglas had the puck on a stick. Marcinko on the draw. One back by the Gryphons. Douglas kept it in the corner. Chip to the half boards, off the glass and down into the Devils' territory. Intimate across to Bray down the left side. Lead pass from Marcinko in over the blue line. Gryphons strip it there and cleared it down the right wing. Dump in pass, stopped by Marlborough. Bray cuts up through center ice, brings it down the right side, spinning, lost his balance and falls down. Douglas gets the puck to Bray, short side, and he scores. Devils goal scored by number 22, Cooper Bray. Assisted by number 20, Dante Douglas. Five to go in the first period. McDonald in for the faceoff. Won it forward to the Gryphons' blue line. They'll chip it back to the Devils' side. McEwen spinning off the boards. He'll get that to center ice just out of the reach of McDonald. Wolf plays it back to their own blue line before sending it up the right side. McEwen strips the puck off his man, plays it behind the boards to the near corner. Barth up to center, picked off by the Gryphons. They'll bring it back in the Devils' own. Shot missed wide, rebound goes out the far wing. To the half boards. Schaffner spinning. He'll take it up the left side. Chips it to center ice. Gryphons are there. They'll turn, fire it right back in. McDonald picks up the loose puck. Cuts to the right wing. Stick check. Gryphons player falling. Cleared out of the zone by Chopner. Back in. Oh, sorry, Barth. He'll glove that one down. Played to himself. Up the right side and over the blue line. Behind the Gryphons' goal to the far corner. Barth at the half boards. Takes it along the blue line. Chipped out. Gryphons have a stick. Barth chases him down. Ties him up. Shot. Missed wide. Devils cleared up to Schleier at the blue line. He'll bring it in over the Gryphons' end. To the near corner. Schleier behind the net. Spinning in the far corner. Throws it out front. Hits a couple Gryphon sticks and that'll go harmlessly behind the net. Long lead pass. Ellsworth there to play it to the far boards. Schleier taking it up the left wing. Sorry, that was Martin behind the net. Martin gets it to the near corner for Parlow. Tries to send it back to Martin. Doesn't get all of it. Gryphons. Long lead pass. Goes for icing. 3:09 to go in the first period. McDonald in for the faceoff. Picked up by the Gryphons. They'll shovel that to the blue line. Martin turns, fires on target, blocker save. Parlow behind the net to McDonald. Tries to get it out front. That hits a stick, comes all the way to the blue line and out of the zone. Dumped back in by Paquette. Devils clear. Icing waved off. I don't think he touched it. Freer back to pick it up. Sends it to the far corner for Paquette. Puts it up to the half boards. McDonald. Behind the net to Freer. He spins, gets it to the near half boards. Outlet pass to McDonald. We'll chip that to the open wing on the left side. McDonald skating through center and over the Gryphons blue line to the far corner. Drags it behind the net. Tries to get it to the near side. Gryphons off the boards to Paquette at the point. Shot tipped wide. In front by Martin. Gryphons goaltender steers that away to the far corner. Martin drags it off the boards. Sends it across to Paquette at the near point. He lets the shot go, tipped in front. That was deflected wide out the far wing. Martin and Parlow. Parlow comes up with it. Shot in the chest of the Gryphons goal tender, and he'll hold it for the whistle. 1:51 to play in the first period. Cinco on the draw. Third to the blue line. Held there by Hinneman. And Smith, sends that in deep. Gryphons around the far point. Held there by Marlborough. He'll get it to the near corner. Gryphons up to the blue line again. Marlborough kept it in. Runs out of room. Gryphons pick up the puck. They'll lift that to center ice. Hinneman off the near wing for Smith. Sends that back to Hinneman in his own end. Outlet pass up the far wing to Douglas. He'll take it in over the left side. Centering pass out of the reach of Marcinko. Hinneman at the point. At the half-board, shot on target. Gryphons turn and clear that down the ice for icing. .104 to play in the first period. Donald in for the face-off. Run by the Gryphons to the point. McEwen falling. Kept it there for a second. Barth sends it to center. Gryphons bring it in over the blue line. Slyer picks it up. Skates through center, back in over the Gryphons territory. McDonald on the far half boards to the point. Shoveled in to the near corner. Gryphons play behind their net. Pass to the blue line. Just out. Gryphons up through center and over the Devils blue line. Shot on net. Ellsworth will hold on to that one for the whistle. 30 seconds to go in the period. McDonald in for the faceoff. Set to the near wing. Martin off the boards on the right side. Icing waved off. Parlow in on the forecheck. Gets his man in the corner. Parlow shovels it behind the net. McDonald to the far corner. Walks off the boards with it to the blue line, just out. Freer off the boards, dumps it back in the zone. That'll go harmlessly to the near corner. Martin pressuring Gryphons off the boards. Chip that into the Devils zone, and that'll do it for the first period. Okay, here we go to start the second period. McDonald in for the faceoff. Loose puck kicked to the blue line by Martin. Gryphons lay that down the far wing. Intercepted by McDonald at the blue line, or at center ice rather, in over the right side. McDonald behind the net, tries to center it. Comes to Parlow, he didn't get all of the shot off. Gryphons clear that up out of their zone and down the left wing. Okay, on his man, Martin kicks it off the boards to the center ice. Gryphons dump it back in the zone. Paquette off the glass to the near wing. McDonald lifts that to center. Glove down by the Gryphons. They'll dump it back in the zone. Paquette hits the brakes. Hits Martin on the outlet pass across to Parlow. Back to Martin in traffic. Martin lets the shot go off the glove. High over the net. Rebound. Cleared up to center ice. Intimate. Off the boards. Devils got away with one there. That could have been too many men. Marlborough gets center ice. Well, it's tipped by high stick. Gets the whistle. Ray steps in to take the face-off. Wins that back. Marlborough off the boards to the near corner. Douglas centering pass. Marlborough has his shot blocked. Bray picks up the puck, tries to center it. Douglas behind the net. Smith picks up the loose puck, throws it out front, loose underneath the Gryphons player. And the goaltender holds on to it for the whistle. 8:28 to go in the second period. Bray back in for the faceoff. Won it back, the Gryphons on it. We'll bring it down the right side, pass across to the far wing in the Devils territory. Hinneman doubles it to the half boards. Poked at by Smith, doesn't clear it out. Back to Hinneman. To Smith, battling along the blue line, couldn't quite clear the zone. Bray tries to send it off to the wing. Gryphons with the shot, missed wide. Douglas gets that to Marlborough, who gives it to Bray. Lead pass for Smith down the right side. Smith in the corner, hits the brakes. Smith centers it. Schleier couldn't get the handle on it. Intimate in deep, gets a shot off, but deflected wide. Gryphons down the left side. They'll pick up the loose puck in over the blue line. Marlborough with a good back check to break up the shot. Gryphons with possession. Centered it. Intimate's there to keep it out of the way. Shoveled up to the half boards, played back into the far corner. Marlborough pins it behind the net. McDonald steps in to give him a hand. Gryphons come up with it behind the net. Centering pass. That hit Hindeman. Cleared out of the way. McDonald picks up the loose puck, takes it down the left side, runs out of room. Gryphons again get away with getting the call. McDonald out the far wing. Passed across to McEwen. He lets the shot go through traffic. Goaltender saw it, makes the save. Just under 7 minutes to go in the period. McDonald steps in to take the face-off. To Barth, spinning at the half boards. He'll get it deep behind the Gryphons net. They'll play to the near corner. Gryphons up the center. McEwen got a stick on that one to break up the pass. Devils bring it down over the right wing. In the feet. From play, McEwen pinching, kept it in. The Devils are going to the box. Nope. Gryphons are going to the box. Devils going to the power play. .6:33 to go in the second period. Devils go to the power play. Donald in for the face-off, gets that to the far corner. Gryphons play it behind the net to the near wing. Turn fired. Paquette picks it up at center ice. Misfire. Had to play that back to the Guelph blue line, and they'll dump it into the zone. Ellsworth to Paquette. One-touch pass from Barth up to McDonald down the left side. Shot off the post and off the goalie's back, but that stays out of the net. Gryphons turn and fire. The net's off the moorings. That'll get the whistle. McDonald in for the face-off. That's that. Barth with a shot over the net. Comes to Paquette at the near point. He'll play that back into Barth in the corner. To the far wing. To the slot. To Paquette. Slow plays. Shot. That tipped over the glass and out of play. .11 to go in the Devils power play. Martin steps in for the face-off. Come draw. Gryphons get a piece of it, and they'll send that down the ice. McDonald. He'll pick it up behind his own net. Steps around one. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. Gryphons from center ice dump it back in the zone. Martin. He'll take it down the left wing. In over the Gryphons blue line to the near corner. Hits the brakes. Gets it back to the half boards. Through traffic. Gryphons off the boards to center. McDonald. He's there to pick it up. He'll bring it in himself this time. In over the blue line. McDonald with the shot. Loose puck. Cleared out of the way by the Gryphons to the far boards. McDonald, or Martin rather. Lost the handle, and the Gryphons send it down the ice. McDonald. Under pressure. Gets a piece of it. Kicks it up to his stick. He'll clear the zone. Off a Schleier skates. Gryphon picks it back up. In over the blue line. Shot. Ellsworth with a glove save. Three seconds to go on the penalty. Marcinko in for the face-off. Back to even strength. Loose puck picked up by Bray. We'll get it to Hinneman. Down the right side. Hinneman in over the blue line. Runs out of room. Has the puck in his skates. Couldn't find it. Gryphons in over the Devils blue line. Shot off the blocker of Ellsworth. Marlborough behind his net. Up to Bray at the half boards. He drags it out. Gets to Marcinko down the left wing. Shovels it in behind the net to the far corner. Smith gets it out front. Marcinko back to Smith. Shot from Hindeman on target. Blocker save, rebound. Missed just wide. Centering pass. That was deflected. Comes over to Marlborough. He sends it across to Bray for a one-timer, but he doesn't connect. Gryphons clear that to center ice. Marlborough swipes at it. Hindeman swipes at it. Marlborough gloves it down, gets a lead pass to Bray. Bray in over the blue line. Bray to the near corner. Gets bumped. Got three Gryphons on him. Lifted it over the glass and out of play. .323 to go in the second period. McDonald in for the draw. One clean lead to Freer. He sends it across. Schleier back to the point on Paquette. His shot was blocked. Gryphons take it down the left side. Through center, shot missed wide. Rebound to the near half boards. Gryphons on it. Schleier Runs out of room, couldn't get a piece of it. Gryphons in deep behind the Devils net to the far corner. Centering pass, shot. Ellsworth makes a huge save there. Puck comes to the Devils' blue line, cleared out by McDonald. He picks it up off the Gryphons player who's trying to clear it back out of the zone. McDonald behind the net. Skates it back to the blue line. Falling. Catches an edge. Kept it in somehow. Schleier couldn't settle it down. Gryphons played to the blue line. McDonald with the shot. That hit his stick. Over the glass and out of play. McDonald back in for the face-off. Through the ref's legs, Gryphons pick it up. They'll lift that to center ice and shovel it down the right side into the Devils zone. Martin at the half boards, plays it off the boards, down the ice. Icing waved off. Harlow pressuring. Gryphons played up the near wing. McEwen tipped in front by Parlow. Goaltender got a piece of that one off his pad. Gryphons through center ice. Tried to play it through McEwen's legs. Centering pass. Goes to the far wing. Parlow. He turns and fires and the net's off. 1:55 to go in the second period. McDonald in for the face-off. Unclean forward. I think that might have been out. Battle. Puck chips high over the glass and out of play. Both teams reset. McDonald in for the face-off. One back by the Gryphons to the blue line. Pass to the point shot on target. Ellsworth makes the save. Rebound cleared out of the way. McDonald picks up the loose puck. Up the left side here. Stripped by Guelph at center, and they'll chip it back in over the Devils' blue line. Topner sends it back to the blue line for Parlow. Up to Martin. Martin gets the zone. Gryphons chip that off of him and fire the puck over the glass. Got 1:18 to play in the second period. Marcinko in for the face-off. One cleanly. Marlborough shot on net, held there by the Gryphons goaltender. Marcinko back in for the draw, won by the Gryphons to the far corner. Douglas on his man. Marlborough steps in, gets it behind the net. Gryphons play it back up the far wing. Chipped it by the Devils' goal or defense. Intimate picks it up in the near corner. Marcinko, 1 minute to go in the period. Gets Douglas. Pass just behind Bray. That'll go into the Gryphons territory. Gryphons off the near wing. Hinneman at center ice. He'll lift that into the far corner. Douglas picks it up. Left it there for Bray. Bray off the boards. Marlborough with the shot. That tipped high wide of the net. Douglas and Marcinko in the near corner. Gryphons up the left wing. Oh, chip it across. Marlborough slowing it down. 15 seconds to go in the period. He'll play it to the near corner for Hinneman. Hinneman down the left wing, gets center ice, shoves it into the far corner. Smith. Kept it down there, and that'll do it for the second period. All right, here we go. Start this third period. McDonald off the draw, gets it all the way into the near corner of the Gryphon zone. Gryphons up through center. They'll take it over the right wing. Centering pass. McDonald all over his man. Puck comes to the near corner, off the glass to the point. Gryphons dumped it back in behind the Devils' net. Comes out front, shot. Ellsworth makes the pad save. McDonald picks up the loose puck and clears the zone. Schleier down the left side. He'll take it to the corner. Hits the break, centering pass. McDonald had to go off his backhand. Comes to Schleier with the shot. Rebound over the net to the near corner. McDonald bumps his man. Guess they're not calling anything here. Gryphons to the far half boards. They'll chip it around Freer, who was pinching in over the Devils' blue line. Paquette to Smith. Lead pass from McDonald in over the blue line down the right side. He'll take it to the corner while the rest of the Devils change. Centering pass. Hit a couple sticks. Couldn't quite make it to Martin. McDonald on the draw. One by Guelph. They'll clear it right to McEwen on the point. They'll chip it into the far corner and play it around on the near side for Parlow. Martin holding it down deep. McDonald waiting for it. Gets a piece of it to the far corner. McDonald through traffic. Parlow turns, shoots, rebound by Martin, and it's in. Devils goal scored by number 88, Joey Martin. Assisted by number 23, Tyus Parlow. $13:22 to go in the third period. McDonald on the faceoff. Parlow picks it up, brings it in over the blue line. Shot through traffic. That hit a leg and goes to the near corner. Gryphons right out the far side to the blue line. Just out. Martin sends it back in the zone. Gryphons up the near wing to center ice. McEwen just a half a stride back. Gryphons tried to play it up the wing. McEwen's there, picks it up, gets it to Parlow, and over the blue line shot. That hit a stick and goes just over the net. Gryphons in the near corner. Sends it across ice to the blue line, but not out. Second effort, clears the zone. Gryphons just over the blue line on the right side. Devils turn and fire up the center ice. Gryphons long lead pass past everybody. Icing's waved off. McEwen picks up from behind his net. Hits Parlow on the right side. He runs out of room. Gryphons bring it right back down. Gryphons send it behind the Devils' net. Pinimit sends it around to Bray on the far side. Lead pass to Parlow. He'll touch that to center ice. Gryphons bring it right back in the end. Shot. Blocker saved by Ellsworth. Rebound sat there. I think that one hit Bray. Marlborough. And he clears the zone. Puck settles down in some snow in front of the Gryphons bench. Battle at center ice. Finally, puck squirts loose. Gryphons play it back towards the Devils' blue line and in. Marcinko up to Parlow at center. Marlborough steps in, runs out of room. Gryphons played to the far wing. Dumped into the Devils' zone. Pinimit's there. He'll send it down the right side. Hops over Douglas' stick. He gets a piece of it. Douglas in a little too deep. Couldn't get the shot off. Puck comes to the near half boards. Marlborough's there to keep it in. Gryphons strip it. They'll turn, fire that down the ice. Icing's waved off. Pinimit back to collect it in the near side. Pinimit looking off the wing for Schleier. Up to McDonald, just out of his reach. Gryphons send it back to the Devils' blue line. And in. Pass across, shot. Ellsworth was there to keep it out. Hindemith turns and fires over the glass and out of play. Face off just outside the Gryphons zone. Donald in to take it. Wolf will win that one, chip it up the right wing. Play through center. Paquette's there, turns, fires. That one off of Freer and out of play. McDonald to the face-off. One to the far wing. Flyer couldn't get it out. Gryphons at the half boards. Dumped back into the mess by Paquette. Gryphons have it in the far corner. Played around the near wing. Long lead pass intended for Schleier out of his reach, and that'll go for icing. Just over 10 minutes to play in the third period. McDonald in for the face-off. One by Guelph. Shot. Love down by Ellsworth. He'll hold that for the whistle. Both teams reset. McDonald back in for the face-off. He wins that one to Freer, who plays it back to Paquette. Lifted that to center ice. Schleier was on his way. Devils collide just inside their zone. McDonald off the boards. He'll pick it up himself and take it down the left side. Just overskated it. Devils clear the zone. Schleier gets a piece of it to the corner shot. That hits a stick. Comes all the way to the near side. Barth swipes at it. Doesn't quite connect. Gryphons. They'll take it down the right wing. And over the Devils' blue line. Centering pass shot. They scored. .23 to go in the third period. McDonald in for the face-off. Smith picks that up. Sends it back to his D. Topper. Up to Smith. Centering pass. Schleier. That puck comes over out of play. Donald into the face-off. Smith has to send it to the far wing, picked up by Guelph. He'll chip it out of the zone. Down the right side. Topner all over his man. Keeps the puck in the corner. Shot from the in close. Ellsworth makes the save. Here down the ice. Martin. Icing's waved off. Martin's there. Gryphons get a piece of it, sends it to the far wing. Smith had a stick lifted. Puck still in the zone. Finally, Guelph gets it out. Intercepted. McDonald to Smith on the near wing. Smith with the shot. Gloved down by the Guelph goaltender. Marcinko in for the face-off. Marcinko gets it to Douglas. Sends it towards the net, picked off by the Gryphons. They'll play it up the right side through center ice. Bray runs out of room. Puck comes back to Marlborough. He'll send it across to Hindemith. Hindemith down the left side, gets center ice and chips it into the near corner. Smith. He dumps it behind the Gryphons net to the far side. Hindemith pinching. Gryphons get a piece of it and send it to the near wing. Rays there, keep it in. Douglas with a shot from a steep angle. Blocker save, and Gryphons will clear the zone. 12 up through center. Lifted into the far corner of the Devils territory. Hinnemit's there. To Bray at the half boards. Devils overskate it. Shot off the side of the net. Marlborough touches it. And the Devils are going to the penalty box. Devils penalty number 22, Cooper Bray. 2 minutes for hooking. 7:33 to go in the third period. Devils have their penalty kill line out there. Marchenko on the draw, one back. Chipped up the boards, but not out. Gryphons settle the puck down in the far corner. Shot. Off the post and off the back of Ellsworth, and it's in. .7:23 to go in the third period. Donald in for the face-off. I'm back by Guelph. Devils couldn't pick it up. Centering pass intercepted by Topner. He'll get it back to the Gryphons blue line. Barth can't settle down this bouncing puck. Neither team seems to be able to. Passed across. Gryphons couldn't keep it in the zone. Guelph turns, fires. That puck settles down behind the Devils net. McEwen to the blue line and out. Gryphons couldn't pick it out. Flyer across to McDonald. In the near corner, just overskated it. Gryphons at the blue line. Topner kept it in for a second. And Guelph finally sends it out. Barth across ice. McEwen back in his own end. Off the far wing. Gets it just over the Gryphons blue line. They'll turn, fire it to center ice. McEwen. He's there. And Gryphons chip it into the zone. Topner. Back to collect it in the far corner. He'll bring it up the near wing. Through center. Topner chips it off the glass. In behind the Gryphons net. Played to the far corner. Schleier's there. Schleier still has it. Finally squeaks out. Devils play it behind the Gryphons net. And they'll pick it up. He pass out of the zone. McEwen's there, waits for his team to clear, and the Devils go in just offside. .546 to go in the third period. McDonald in for the face-off. Kicked over the blue line. Gryphons cleared out quickly. McDonald to the left corner, centering pass, hits a stick. Martin jumps on it, cleared back to the point. Shot deflected. That doesn't make it all the way to the net, and Gryphons pick it up, lay it up the left side. Centering pass by Freer, that hit a Gryphons player. McDonald intended for Parlow, picked off by the Gryphons. They'll bring it over the left side. Through traffic, Paquette keeps his man on the outside. Gryphons pick it up behind the net. Centering pass, picked up by McDonald in the far corner. He'll send that to the blue line, but not out. Second effort comes up. Dump in, intercepted by McDonald. He'll take it down the right side. In deep to the corner, behind the net. Signature move, kicks it from his skates to his stick. Couldn't get the center. Martin kept it in the zone, turns, fires behind the net to McDonald. He'll throw it out front. Gryphons pick that up, and they'll bring it down the left side. Across the blue line, centering pass, shot blocked in front by Parlow. McDonald behind the net with Paquette. Gryphons tried to come out front with it. Pinamit kept it in behind the net. Pinamit gets a piece of it, turns and fires it down for icing. 4:09 to go in the third period. Marcinko steps in to take the face-off. Bouncing puck. The far corner. Marlborough ties up his man. Falls awkwardly. I think the Gryphons player is hurt. Marlborough up through center and over the blue line. Tries to cut to the middle. Bit of a hold they got away with. Getting a little rough in the corner. Gryphons down the right side through center ice. Picked off by the Devils. They'll clear that to center ice. Marcinko in over the blue line. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. Well, there by the Gryphons goaltender. .326 to go in the third period. McDonald in for the face-off. And by the Gryphons behind the net, they'll play it to the far corner. Gryphons, long lead pass, way in front of everybody for icing. McDonald steps back in for the face-off. One picked up by Gryphons. They'll play it to the near wing. Topner pinching. Gryphons chip it past him. That'll go all the way back into the Devils' territory. McEwen back to pick it up. Hits the brakes behind his net. Plays it behind his net for Topner. Topner behind. Up the left side. Flyer to Barth. Barth kept it in. Plays it off the glass and over and out of play. Donald in for the face-off. To the point shot. Steered wide of the net. Topner kept it in. Comes to McEwen. Holds the blue line. And Gryphons get a piece of it and send it down. Flyer. Back to collect it in the near corner. He'll drive it behind the net to the far side. McEwen up to McDonald. He'll take it in over the left wing. McDonald to the corner. Behind the net. Thrown out front off the pad of the Gryphons goaltender. He'll play to the point. McDonald there. Just lost the handle. The Gryphons play it down the left side. Cutting across Devils' blue line. They'll get it down the right wing. Behind the net. The catch there. Sends it up for Barth. Runs just out of room. McDonald's there to back him up. In over the left side. McDonald gets bumped. No call. Here to the blue line, but not out. Barth turns. Takes it back into the corner. He gets taken down. Puck stays with him. Gryphons clear to the blue line. Come on, make a call! Out front. Gryphons goaltender jumps on it. I don't think these refs realize this is non-contact. Devils off the face-off. Martin tried to hit it out of air, but gets a little too much and goes out of play. 1:27 to go in the third period. The refs are discussing, oh, should we have called that hit? Maybe not. Who knows? McDonald in for the faceoff. He wins that. Shot on target, loose puck. And they score! Devils goal scored by number 88, Joey Martin. 1:22 to go in the third period. Marcinko steps in for the faceoff. Picked up by Gruff on the left side. They'll chip it into the zone. Topner. Across to McEwen. Up to Douglas. He'll take it down the left wing. Douglas to the corner. Pin there. Gryphons tried to clear it. Marcinko's in to pick it up. Marcinko behind the net. Dropped it in the corner. Gryphons. Misplay. Smith couldn't get the shot off. 1 minute to go in the period. Gryphons to the blue line. McEwen cut across, keep it in the zone. Finally, Gryphons in over the Devils blue line. Runs out of room. Smith with a good back check. Topner picks up the loose puck behind his net. These refs probably should have called something earlier. Dumbasses. .33 seconds to go in the third period. No signs of any penalties going here. Donald in off the face-off. Barth to Schleier. Schleier down the left side. Tries to go through him. Bit of a stick. McDonald gets the puck in the corner. Schleier tries to walk up with it. He gets pinned. He'll just hold it. McDonald. And we'll just call that the game. Wow. Good game, boys.